Information is intended for educational purposes only and is not to be taken as financial advice. Please do your own research. So most people think financial independence is a 10 to 20 year grind. But what if you could compress that timeline into 5 years? It's not about working harder, it's about radical lifestyle pivot. So in this video, I'm revealing the 5-year Bitcoin fast track, which is a step-by-step checklist that I'm going to give you guys that can take you from debt or zero to your first buy, borrow, die loan. By the end, you'll have the exact OPTO audit, the savings benchmarks, the 4 levels of liquidity checklist that you need to execute this sprint without burning out. By the way, for some context, if we're just meeting, I'm Brad, and I'm on a mission to empower millennials and Gen X to integrate Bitcoin more deeply into their personal finances so they can reach financial independence in 10 years or less. And by the way, I've created an awesome Notion template for this process. If you just type checklist into the comments, I'll send it to you. So let's start with the 5-year milestone map. This is kind of like the roadmap. And the goal here in this section is to establish a timeline in the specific phases of the sprint so you know what it looks like. So you need to have a clear map to avoid getting lost in the boring middle. A 5-year plan requires a different mindset than a 10 to 20-year plan. It's a little more intense, as you can imagine. So the plan is divided into 3 distinct phases. So year 1 is what I like to call the radical pivot. This is where, it's kind of like a quick start for those of you guys that may still have some consumer debt, or maybe you're at 0 or, 0 to 50K in net worth perhaps. Then years 2 to 4 are the deep stack and the liquidity buildup. And then year 5 is when we sit down and do the exit audit, and we're checking the 4 levels of liquidity and your overall, number before you start the buy, borrow, die strategy and start doing, loans against any of your assets. So most people try to do everything at once. I see this, my 17 years as a financial coach, I see people that they try to do any single one of these all at once, and that's a huge mistake. They save a little, invest a little, and panic when the market dips because they don't have, an organizational framework that they're working from. I see this even with my, some of my private clients that I'm working with right now. In my experience, without a phased map, you will probably quit or just fall away in about year 2. You can kind of stick it out and sort of be super intense on willpower for maybe the first 6 months to a year, but by a year 2, you're usually like, okay, I can't make this happen. Because Murphy is going to show up, as Dave Ramsey says. So the 5-year map is year 1, you're eliminating waste, you're killing your consumer debt, you're starting your dollar cost average journey. Years 2 to 4 are where you get aggressive accumulation into Bitcoin and maybe some other assets as well, 50 to 70% savings rate, which I know sounds high, but those of you guys that have followed me know my wife and I, our last 5 years of our financial independence journey, our savings rate was 70 to 80%. So it was very intense, but it's totally doable. I'll show you how we did it. So, and you're building safety buffers. And then year 5 is where you verify your liquidity. You've got your 4 levels of liquidity in place. You've maybe hopefully reached your financial independence number, which we've talked about in other videos, how to calculate that, maybe 25x by annual expenses. Execute your first buy, borrow, die loan, and then you achieve work optionality or, some semblance of that. But how do you actually find the money to save 50% of your income? That's the big question that a lot of people will ask. Like, well, how am I going to do this? And, you can't just, cut lattes, cut coffees. You need a system to strip your expenses really down to the bone, depending on how intense you want to be about this process. So you've developed the basics now and you're poised to conquer the next level, but you haven't actually reached it yet, right? Which is what we're going to talk about next. And I cover these kinds of strategies more in depth in my micro newsletter. I publish about 3 times a week. Just type micro in the comments if you want access to that. So phase 1 is what I like to call the OPTO audit. And this is where you're going to find hidden capital. And I'll warn you, this is pretty boring, but if you do this, you will win with money. And so the goal for this section is to explain the OPTO framework, define it as the engine for finding hidden money. Momentum is what builds the engine to fund the rest of your life, and you can't save what you don't track. So like Peter Drucker says, what gets measured gets managed. So if you don't have a system in place for tracking, budgeting and tracking and all of that. So the OPTO framework is just an acronym I came up with as I studied Dave Ramsey's system, and I was looking for a way to kind of simplify that for my clients. Organize your bills, expenses, debt, and assets. do some cash flow planning. So planning, tracking, and then optimization. It's the only way to find the capital that you need for this 5-year sprint. So OPTO stands for organize. This is where we make a list of every bill, every expense, every debt, and every asset, and we calculate your overall net worth. Plan is where we do some cash flow planning and we create a zero-based budget. And then tracking is where we're monitoring, tracking, and reconciling into the budget every single expense. This is what I've been doing with my middle-class financial coaching clients for the past 17 and a half years. And then optimization in this phase of the process is where you're cutting waste to fund the next phase. Now, by the way, I cover this in my free budgeting course. There's a link to that in the video description below. I used to charge $250 for it, but I offer it to the public for free now. Most people optimize by cutting small things, like I mentioned a minute ago, lattes, things like that, but they ignore the big leaks. The biggest things that people are missing are, oversubscriptions, high interest debt, inefficient housing. Maybe they have too much house for what they actually really need. And so this is a process also inherent in this process is really just figuring out, okay, what are the big rocks that I need to pile up here? They miss the hidden capital that fuels the sprint. And so the OPTO sprint is strip the budget. We go through an exercise, with my private clients where we remove all the non-essential spending. And usually this takes about 90 days to kind of get everything organized and get it into a budget where you're really, figuring out what it is that you're spending, what it is that you have. And then gamifying the tracking and the savings process, turning your expense tracking into a game to hit, 50 to 70 to 80% as a savings rate. And the goal is to find every possible Satoshi, because we're thinking in, not fiat necessarily, we're thinking in Satoshis to fund your 5-year accumulation. So if you've gone through that, if you've gone through the OPTO process, you've found a lot of money. A lot of you guys know I paid off $174,000 worth of debt in 2.5 years following Dave Ramsey's plan, which is when I started coaching. And I can tell you, like those first 3 steps, organizing, planning your cash flows, and tracking, you're going to find a ton of money. And it's also going to naturally gamify the process. But if you just throw it all into Bitcoin without a safety net, you're one crash away from ruin. And I'm seeing a lot of this in a lot of these private client coaching sessions that I'm having, these 30-minute sessions that you guys are booking me with. I'm even seeing this in some of my higher net worth clients. They are a little over allocated into Bitcoin right now. So you need to build 4 levels of liquidity as you are dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin. If you keep these 4 levels of liquidity in place, you're going to have a nice safety buffer. So speaking of dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin, I wanted to take a moment and introduce you guys to the sponsor of today's video, Horizon. Horizon helps you take your fiat trapped home equity, buy more delicious Bitcoin. You can self-custody it. There are no monthly payments or interest charges, no fixed term limit, no forced selling, and no margin calls. I'll talk more about Horizon at the end of the video. Link is in the video description below if you want to go to their site and calculate how much home equity you could possibly get. So phase 2 is what we call the deep stack and liquidity buildup. So you've got control. Now we're going to do some liquidity. We're going to do some stacking. So the goal of this section is to explain the critical balance between accumulation and safety, because a lot of people, and again, especially in this, particular cycle that we've been in, I'm seeing a lot of people that got, over their skis listening to Tom Lee and Michael Saylor saying, oh, Bitcoin's gone to 250,000, and I've even, fallen prey to that myself. So I'm not calling you out. I'm just, recognizing a reality. So a 5-year sprint is dangerous if you have no buffer. You need to build 4 levels of liquidity while you stack your Bitcoin. So the 4 levels of liquidity are, level 1 is your operating capital. This is your daily expenses, monthly expenses. You want to have 6 to 12 months in an emergency fund. I know as Bitcoiners, we all hate cash. So some of that can actually be in cash equivalents. This is your emergency margin call buffer. I've done other videos more in depth about the 4 levels of liquidity, and I'll leave a link in the video description below for those. Level 3 are your borrowable assets. This could be home equity, could be your stock portfolio, could also be Bitcoin. And then level 4 is your least liquid assets. So this is going to be real estate, your primary home, rental properties, land, life insurance, etc. So if you skip levels 1 and 2, which is your cash or cash equivalence buffer to buy more Bitcoin, you are the equivalent of being house poor in Bitcoin terms. And I know some of you guys are feeling the pain of that right now. When Bitcoin drops 40% or 50%, you may be forced to sell at the bottom to pay bills. So you're not only losing your asset, you're losing the future upside, but you're also creating a taxable event, which nobody wants, right? So the safety first stack is, priority fill levels 1 and 2. Obviously after, as you're moving through the OPTO phase, this is when you want to start focusing on, getting your 6 to 12 months, I would say more than 12 months, but, being realistic before you do any aggressive Bitcoin buying. The rule is to never let your Bitcoin stack necessarily grow faster than your cash buffer. You always want to have your cash buffer in place because, again, you don't want to have to sell at the bottom of a market just because you need some liquidity. The result is that you can survive a 50% crash without having to sell one single Satoshi. Okay, so we've gone through that. Now you have the savings rate and the safety net, so you have an idea of what that looks like, so we can check that off. But how do you know if you're on track? You need some specific benchmarks for each year. So that's what I'm going to outline next. This is where your savings rate optimization becomes critical, and we'll talk about that next. Real quick, you guys know I talk about the importance of self-custody all the time. And I know a lot of you guys are totally overwhelmed by it. That's why I love our channel sponsor, BitBox Hardware Wallets. If you want one of the most secure cold storage Bitcoin wallets that's also super user-friendly, the BitBox O2 Nova is for you. When I'm recommending hardware wallets to my audience, they must have 2 criteria. Bitcoin only as an option, and then also they must have fully open source and auditable source code. The BitBox meets both of these criteria and is the ultimate self-sovereignty tool. You can think of it as a Swiss vault for your Bitcoin private keys. It's USB-C and literally works with everything: Windows, Mac OS, Linux, and Android. It has an easy-to-read tempered glass display and Swiss bank vault levels of security. This is one of my favorite Bitcoin wallets in my 13 plus years in the Bitcoin industry. And guess what? If you click on the link in the description, you can use the code BRAD for 5% off. That's right, 5% off if you use the code BRAD. This is the perfect gift if you want to encourage your friends and family into holding their Bitcoin private keys in sovereign self-custody. The link is in the description below. Buy a BitBox O2 Nova today unless you want to lose all your Bitcoin to the banksters. So next we're going to talk about the multiplier effect. This is the savings rate optimization. This was my wife's and my last 5 years in corporate America. We were super focused on our savings rate. We were super focused on our investing posture. So the goal in this section is to show you how every dollar saved today becomes a future asset that you can borrow against in the buy, borrow, die strategy that we talk about all the time, right? So in a 5-year plan, every dollar saved isn't just a dollar, it's a future loan collateral. The savings rate is the multiplier. And I can speak from experience, we didn't actually even hit our overarching financial independence number at the end of our journey. I was just so burned out that we made it work. I was starting an online business. So you may not even need to get to your full FI number with this. Standard saving rates are 10 to 15%, and they will not get you to financial independence in 5 years. You need to do something like 50 to 70%. If you're doing 30 to 50, you're crushing it. But if you can get 50 and above, this is going to accelerate your timeline even faster. By the way, if you're getting value out of this, you are morally obligated at this point to smash the like button. People think a 50% savings rate is impossible. It's not. Can it be uncomfortable? Absolutely. Obviously you and your spouse need to be in agreement on that. But with the OPTO audit and the lifestyle changes and a commitment and a big why, you can actually achieve this. The math is simple. Higher savings rate equals faster exit. So the more motivated you are to get to financial independence, the faster you're going to be willing to do this. So the multiplier math is year 1, your target can be a 30% savings rate, because obviously especially if you're still paying down debt, which can take sometimes a year or 2, you're in the debt elimination phase. You want to, you're going to naturally do that as part of the OPTO process. Year 2 to 4 is really where you want to ramp up your savings rate. This is where you're doing some deep stacking. You're checking your liquidity, you're stacking Bitcoin. The impact is that every $1,000 saved today equals $1,000 of future tax-free liquidity with a buy, borrow, die loan, essentially. And the result is that you don't have to save for retirement, but you don't just save for retirement, you're actually building a buy, borrow, die loan engine like the wealthy do, right? So now you have the math, but the hardest part is not the math. Like Dave Ramsey says, if personal finance were a math problem, we would all, be crushing it tomorrow. It's really the psychology. As your stack grows, you're going to be tempted to creep your lifestyle up, and this will absolutely kill your momentum. I've seen this, over and over and over again as I've been, a financial coach over these years. So behavioral guardrails help you to make sure that never happens. So let's talk about what that looks like. And by the way, if you're still scratching your head about how all this works, if you're somewhere in the process, you're millennial, you're Gen X, you're trying to get to financial independence, and you're trying to figure out, okay, where am I on my journey? What should I do next? You just want a second set of eyeballs. A couple options for that would be to set up a one-to-one call. My 30-minute calls are very reasonable. Link is in the video description below. And I also do a weekly YouTube live stream where you can show up and ask questions, and that's just a way to kind of help you get some help with some of this stuff. So phase 4 that we're going to talk about next is the behavioral guardrails. So you've worked really hard to get all of this stuff in place, and you want to make sure that you don't fall off the track. So we're going to talk about the psychology and some guardrails that you can put into place. So the goal is to address the psychological traps that cause people to get distracted or quit. And I've seen this happen. I've seen this happen with clients where they've paid off, 6 figures worth of debt, but they didn't stick to the plan. And, 5 years later, they're back in the same debt, and sometimes even worse. So most people fail not because of the market, but because of their own behavior. Financial success is not a hard science. It's a soft skill where how you behave is more important than what you know, which is a quote from Morgan Housel from his book, The Psychology of Money. Totally recommend that you read that book if you haven't read that book yet. Lifestyle creep is the silent killer of the 5-year plan. As your Bitcoin stack grows, you feel richer. You'll feel tempted to upgrade your car, upgrade your house, upgrade your lifestyle, start buying all kinds of, knickknacks and doodads, as Robert Kiyosaki calls them. If you upgrade your lifestyle as your stack grows, your savings rate drops and your timeline extends. So if you want your timeline to shrink, you want to stay inside these guardrails. You might just say that you might just stay in the trading time for money loop forever if you don't, look out for this and are able to beat it. So the guardrails the rule is to keep your lifestyle flat while your stack grows. The mindset is your Bitcoin is for freedom, not for consumption. The check is you review your spending monthly to ensure that there's no lifestyle creep. And if you're doing the OPTO process, if you're taking my budgeting course, you're doing that. I've been doing that, ever since I went through Dave Ramsey's program. I'm constantly, cash flow planning, budgeting, expense tracking, analyzing the numbers with my wife on a weekly basis. The result is that you stay on the 5-year track regardless of all the market noise. That's the beauty of all of this, is that you don't really have to worry about what's going on in the market. You don't have to watch Bitcoin's price every day. So that's the 5-year Bitcoin fast track. So hopefully you've moved from hoping to retire someday to really seeing that there's a way to engineer a 5-year exit. Easy? No, but there is a plan and a system. And I've created an awesome Notion template for this process. Just type checklist and I'll send that to you. So you understand that OPTO finds the capital, liquidity protects the stack, and behavior keeps you on track. This isn't theory, it's an actual checklist, and it's a behavioral checklist. So what's still missing is that, obviously you guys hear me say this all the time. Knowing isn't, watching videos like this, knowing isn't enough. Most people, they infotain themselves with my videos and they never really actually download the tool or actually start any kind of audit on their situation. They sit in the normal timeline. And if you want to get outside of that, this is the time where you just kind of want to get up out of your seat, type the thing in the comments to get the whatever and, start on the journey. That's exactly what I cover in my 3 stages of financial independence video. Click the link in the card above or in the description below, and I will see you there. Now, we all want to own more Bitcoin, but most of us aren't sitting on piles of idle cash. That's where Horizon comes in. Horizon lets homeowners convert a portion of their home equity into Bitcoin so they can diversify into an asset with stronger long-term growth potential. What makes Horizon stand out is its flexibility. There are no monthly payments, no interest charges, and no fixed term limit. You stay in your home, you stay in control. And the Bitcoin you buy is fully yours to hold in custody however you choose. This means no margin calls, no forced selling, and no scenario where Bitcoin volatility puts your home at risk. If you believe that Bitcoin will outperform your home's growth over the long term, Horizon gives you a way to act on it using capital you already have. Horizon has already helped hundreds of homeowners put their equity to work in Bitcoin, and they'd love to help you as well. Visit joinhorizon.com using this QR code or the link in the video description. You can see how it works and estimate how much Bitcoin you can unlock in just 90 seconds. Transform your home equity into Bitcoin today with Horizon.